Think of the most famous people you know who are from the East Texas area. Who comes to mind? Earl Campbell, Tyler Rose, Patrick Mahomes, maybe Matthew McConaughey.
All of those are on my list. They're all great legends. However, there is one name probably not on everybody's list. And one woman tonight is hoping to change all of that.
Before there was Mahomes.
I just don't feel right taking this.
Before Lambert, Musgraves, McConaughey, or any other East Texas stars you've heard of. Born and raised in the streets of Tyler, Texas, there was Carl Gardner.
My dad was the manager of Chastain's department store here in Tyler. And so he hired Carl to work there.
Today, what serves as a parking lot at the People's Petroleum Building was where that department store stood, working in the back room, often singing his favorite songs.
My daddy went back there one day and he said, "Son, you're just wasting $1 million voice." He said, "Why don't you need to go to L.A." He said, "Well, Mr. Dooley, I can't do it. I don't have any money." So my dad gave him $200, bought him a new suit and a new pair of shoes. And so he went to L.A.
Gardner first found success and fame with the group called the Robins, but years later the band broke up and he was forced to find a new ensemble, and thankfully he did. The new group would go on to make a name, and a big name at that, for themselves, the Coasters.
He was a little disappointed that Tyler didn't do anything for him when he was inducted in the Hall of Fame.
That's Veda Gardner, Carl's widow.
Can you see that?
I can.
She's also the last person on earth to tell the early tales of Carl, and the very first vocal group to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The quartet toured the world and left a mark with hit songs like these.
Everybody always looking on.
Unfortunately, he didn't write them, but he sang them all.
We know these songs like Yakety Yak, Don't Talk Back, and Charlie Brown, He's a Clown. I mean, and it's like we've known these songs.
But as Tyler grows year after year, why did the love of one of its very own die off?
Why didn't somebody consider doing something?
This Thursday, Debbie Wafer is hoping to change all of that. On the 26th here at the historic Mayfair building on Fair Park Drive in Tyler, there will be a ceremony starting in the morning, and then later on in the evening there will be a dance where all of the proceeds from the event will go right back into the community.
To establish a scholarship in Mr. Gardner's name for a student, a high school student who is economically challenged or disadvantaged, so that we can help contribute to hopefully their success.
Veda says Carl in his day all over the world was as famous and revered as they come.
And he has left a legacy for even today that even the young kids today can follow.
But even after making the Billboard Top 100 5 different times, Carl's one wish before he passed was to be remembered, maybe even celebrated in his hometown.
Because we tried on several occasions to get it done.
For Trish Graham, she has her own memories.
This was one of the first records that came off the press. It's got my name on it.
For Veda, their memories hung on the wall of her Florida home.
Carl and I, and that's Carl and I.
Wafer says with your help, Gardner's legacy can be remembered by all.
Oh, yes.
In his hometown, where his story started.
Quite the story, too. Tickets to Thursday's event are $35 a piece. If you're interested in going or you'd like to find out more about those tickets, you can scan the QR code on the left side of your screen, or you can just visit kltv.com and click on the big red box there on the right side of your screen.